Okay. Hi, I'm with Barbara Taylor, and I'm going to talk to her about what it's like to get a hearing aid. So Barbara, when did you first realize that you needed to have a hearing aid?
It's been several years. It was an ongoing thing. I worked in the operating room for many years and realized that I was having trouble hearing small conversations. Didn't think much about it, so just dealt with it until I retired. And then I realized that conversations were getting harder to hear, and the TV was getting louder, much to my husband's chagrin. So I decided to have my hearing tested. And I did that 2 years ago, and I found I had a 30 to 35% hearing loss in both ears. I have a low tone hearing loss, which makes it hard to hear soft voices. So I opted to look at hearing aids, which I wasn't really happy about, but at Miracle Ear, they were very good. So after the testing, they fitted me, and I'm wearing hearing aids that I can turn the volume up and down manually. There are more sophisticated aids that you can have digitally, adjusted, but I found those were economically not feasible at this point in time, but I'm very happy with these. And they allow me to hear conversations. They allow me to hear conversations when I'm having writing lessons. And so, so it makes it very easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm happy with it. I don't like the feeling in my ears sometimes. I feel like I have plugs.
Yeah.
I feel like when I talk to you, I hear you, but when I talk, I feel like I'm in a bit of a drum. The new ones that are fit behind your ear, they have the tubes, they don't have that, because it goes directly to, into your hearing canal. So it's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't sure about them because they were outside and with riding with helmets and long hair. I was afraid that I would lose them. So I'm very happy with these.
Yeah, that's usually pretty important when picking a hearing aid. It has to kind of fit with your lifestyle, and you can't really just pick one hearing aid and go with it.
I've tried to with them, and I also found that if you take your hearing aids out, be sure you put them away. Because I laid mine on the table a couple times, and Calvin ate them.
My dog ate my hearing aid.
Twice.
So you have to tell your audiologist.
Yeah, he really did. And I went back and she died laughing. She says, "Well, you have the insurance." I says, "Thank you, God, I have the insurance."
Well, I guess before you got your hearing aids, did you have to do any research or anything before you went to the audiologist, or did you pretty much just get all of your information when you went to the audiologist?
I just went to the audiologist and just talked to them. I said, basically I started with a hearing test.
Yeah.
And they were very knowledgeable, and I knew they were out to sell a product, and that was
Right.
okay. But the test was very good. It was very comprehensive. I spent an hour in a booth with all kinds of different sound tones, and I felt comfortable making the decision to get them. And then it was nice when I went back in the last 6 months to have them checked and cleaned. She retested me, and I tested with a different audiologist. I tested the same.
Okay.
So I felt good about that.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave me the option of a price range, which was important.
Mm-hmm.
And the price range dealt with the size, how they fit, how sophisticated they are. So I dealt with that, and I bought the ones that I thought would help me. I don't need them to do horses.
Mm-hmm.
I just need them to take lessons, to watch TV if I want to watch. And restaurants and close company, I'm good, but there's a lot of noise. I have trouble discerning different tones.
Right.
So I had to make the decision how in depth I wanted to go. And money with no object, I would probably get the newest which are coming out with, which are getting so sophisticated so quick.
Yeah.
Behind the ear now is very tiny. You have a remote. You program it. I can move it inside, outside, loud areas.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I wore those for a week, and they were really nice.
Yeah.
But they were very expensive.
So overall, the whole process of getting a hearing aid, you were pretty satisfied. You didn't have any problems or bumps in the road.
No. I'm not, projecting any, company, but people I dealt with were very, very good. They were very competent, very well trained, very compassionate, very empathetic. I never felt like I was rushed there, Had time to talk. If I call her and say, one day I called her and I said, one of these hearing aids is not right. About back, and there was a problem with it, and she replaced it. You know, so I was very pleased, you know. So, no, it's, you know, having to wear hearing aid is not fun, don't like it, but it does enable me to function better, so, you know, you deal with it.
Okay. So, like, there would be nothing you would change about the whole process? Or?
No.
No?
Win the lottery, so I can get to the top of the line.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no, it was really a good experience, you know. They did a good job testing, they did a good job fitting. I've been pleased with the aids, and when, you know, I've had problems with them, they take them in, they clean them, they, you know, they put them on the computer. They do some adjusting on the computer, just to make sure they make sure the scales are right. So, yeah, no, I've been